Hello everyone, this is HJJ Halloween, and today I am back with a super exciting video that I've been really looking forward to making for you guys. I sat down and worked on this drawing literally all day today so that I could get this video out for you guys this evening. And yeah, I know that a lot of you guys do enjoy when I do like concept art videos, whether that was when I was doing my prop ideas or when I do my themes every now and then. And so I thought this would be the perfect time to take some time and draw my idea for a school theme, because I know that is the big rumor that Spirit Halloween is doing a school theme. And I just kind of thought that this one will be a really easy one to draw and depict because I had an idea pop into my head. So as you can see right here, guys, this is my idea for a potential Spirit Halloween school theme that I think would be awesome to see in stores. I'm picturing this as being kind of similar to the clock tower, a mix between like the clock tower and the bridge. I actually do think this thing could have a clock up at the top, but then I also think the new aspect of it would be that it would have a bell like you see on a lot of traditional old-fashioned schools, and the bell could be, have cracks in it. It could look rusted, it could look stained, and then you could also have, because they've been doing a lot of like different audios and stuff inside of their themes, like they had the factory, they had all of that like cutting and scraping and stuff, and so in this theme, they could have a bell ringing as part of their audio. They could have like a school bell, children screaming, all sorts of things like that, right? Then I think they could have this be similar to the clock tower and the bridge, and that you have those two display areas on the front left and front right, and also it's going to have those trees that we saw in the 2015 swamp and in the 2016 clock tower. I think those trees are a really nice touch, and I think it's about time they go back to doing them. And then I also think that this could have a walk-through element. I think this could have a walkway directly through the school, which, by the way, I think could be very cleverly named School Spirit, because obviously, that's a phrase, like your school spirit, having spirit for your school, but it would be Spirit Halloween, right? So instead of like Spirit School or Spirit Bridge like they usually do, we could say School Spirit. I think that would be awesome if they ever did a school theme. I think they should definitely, use that idea. We could have two windows on either side of this entranceway, which would be, have like broken glass, but it would just be like plastic. And then you could see through those. Now, there's two options, I think, for the way this could be designed. And I didn't draw the rest of it, so you don't necessarily see what's on the inside. But I think there's two options. I think they could either have it be that the entire building is actually the rectangular shape that it appears to be in this image. So the walls, are where you would expect them to be on the outside. And then they could actually have, areas inside of the cubby holes of the building that you walk through and see a little display on your left and on your right? So inside those windows, you'd kind of peek into the display that's on the inside of the building. Or they could have it be kind of an interesting shape where on those outside sections, there's actually no outer wall. And like, you see how, this is kind of hard to picture, but you see how there's like a wall, how the part where I like shaded it in on the inside walkway, that instead would be a wall. That shaded part would be a wall. And so then there would be like these cubby holes on the left and right so that when you walk around the display, there could be things on the outside of the walls, right? And so then on the inside, it would be more like a closed off hallway like the bridge, which could then maybe, have some rips and whatever and gashes in it so you could see outside. But yeah, it wouldn't actually really have anything inside other than just one straight line hallway, if you guys get what I'm saying. And it would be interesting to have displays on the left and the right. So I think either of those would be awesome decisions. I actually kind of think the second one would be more likely what they would do, just so that it wouldn't, have nothing else on the outside of the building. But they could also have those floor, those pallets at the bottom all the way around the thing and almost do like the clock tower did, where it's got this full 360 outside. But I just think they could do something definitely with that. Some of the other smaller elements that I just wanted to bring up is that, yes, there is a clock on the top, which would be cool to have the clock actually moving. You have the bell, of course, which I think is really awesome. A lot of rips and gashes in the roof. You can have like some wood sticking out, kind of like they did on the bridge. But then something new I think they could do as far as the, ground is going to be concerned. I think they could make it some yellow dead grass. I'm thinking just make this look abandoned, like a wasteland. And I was even thinking they could add tumbleweeds. That's what those big balls are. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I was thinking they could add tumbleweeds, almost make it look like it's a Western school, just make it look like it's been swept away in the wind and it's just completely abandoned. So I think tumbleweeds would be a cool thing that they've never, done in their displays before, because they always have little nature aspects. And so, I think those would be a cool thing to have as an added element. I think they could have arms, bones, body parts in there to really just make it look like a complete wasteland. And then once again, I think the grass should just be like a completely yellow cover of grass. And then the underside where you're viewing like actually beneath the grass would just be a dirt detailing. So that's what I'm thinking, a similar shape to that clock tower, but not actually having the stone designs, just instead having it look like it's this dead grass. So yeah, guys, I'm really thinking they should go for more of an old-fashioned, old-school looking school building like the one you're seeing here. And they could have it have the red siding paint, 2 windows on either side of the door, and then, of course, the bell tower on the top. I think that this would be a very characteristic way to go for a school. They could also make it even more intricate than this, but I think this would be very on brand with the way their themes have been in the past. It would be a bit of a callback to the clock tower, but again, different with that bell element. It wouldn't need to be as tall as the clock tower, but I definitely think this would be the perfect opportunity for them to have a walk-in school that does look like the old-fashioned schools. And then once again, making it look very abandoned and decrepit. I think it could be a very, very awesome design. I think this could be a very great contrast to a potential back theme of a laboratory, or they could also make both of them feel a little bit similar if they went with kind of the Western abandoned theme that I was going for, with maybe the tumbleweeds out front. They could also make the back like a desert, or they could even make it like an alien spaceship landing and like a desert vibe. So we could almost get like this out west dead grass, deserty cactus feel, on top of having a school. And then in the back theme, we could have an alien landing. I think that would be sick as well. But yeah, definitely going for an abandoned school. They could have some desks. They could have some, composition books, a chalkboard on something. I think there's so many opportunities, and I really do think they got our hopes up with that initial video because of the way it hinted at it being a school. They don't tend to just do stuff by accident these days. So I'm really, really hoping that this is pointing to a school theme, because I just think the themes have been really kind of in the past couple of years. And so, yeah, I'm really, really hoping they do go for this abandoned school route, and I definitely want to hear if that's what you guys think as well. I think there's a lot of different paths they could take with this school theme, so I'm very interested to see what it turns out as if they do end up doing it, but I really pray that Spirit doesn't mess this up and drop the ball on this one, because they have such a perfect opportunity to really step up the game for 2022. Personally, my HTJ Halloween take on this season is that they probably are going to do a school theme. When I'm thinking back to 2021, they did tease us with a lot of the factory blueprints, so everything kind of had a meaning. So I don't think it would make sense for them to kind of jump back to not having a meaning with having this very clearly, school setting. It basically looked like the picture you're seeing here. So I think they've got to be doing a school theme, and if they don't, I will be proven wrong and sadly mistaken, but whatever it is, I hope it ends up being awesome. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of my drawing. Would you be satisfied if they went for this old Western abandoned school theme, potentially mixed with an alien theme in the back? I know I would, so I'm really hoping that maybe they do something similar to that, but please let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and let me know any ideas that you have for Spirit Halloween 2022. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for another daily upload.